Does menopause cause itching?
Yes, menopause can cause itching, and here's how. Menopause is the time of life when you no longer have menstrual periods. You can start having symptoms of menopause in the perimenopause or pre-menopausal years, which can last from anywhere from 5 to 15 years before you actually have that very last period. Your hormones start to plummet in perimenopause all the way through menopause. Now, there becomes such a hormonal imbalance that you have much more inflammation all through your body. That's not why you're itching. Menopausal pruritis or itchiness occurs for a couple of reasons. Number one is your estrogen levels are so low that your skin becomes incredibly dry. The dryness of your skin, including your scalp, can actually cause you to have incredible itching. Estrogen is what makes you juicy. It plumps up all of your tissues. It keeps your collagen healthy and your skin smooth and lush. Without enough estrogen, your skin becomes really dry. So does your eyes, so does your mouth, so does your vagina, and you become very itchy. But there's another reason, especially if your skin isn't looking too dry, but you're still feeling itchy. It's because your progesterone levels are low. And the reason for the itching is because progesterone is what your adrenal glands use to make cortisol. And when your cortisol levels become out of balance, you tend to have inflammation, which you experience as a sense of itchiness. Your skin just feels itchy for no reason. And if you scratch enough, you will get a rash. But you'll have itching on your scalp, you'll have itching on your arms and your legs, even on your belly and chest. And then you look and you don't really see anything until you start scratching. Your skin is not dry, you don't have a rash, but your uncontrollable urge to scratch, this itching, is typically related to cortisol imbalance, and that's caused by going through the change of life. It starts in perimenopause. Your ovaries are no longer producing enough progesterone to help your adrenal glands make enough cortisol. The itching is always worse when you're under stress. Why? Because that's when your body needs the most cortisol, and you don't have enough to start with. So you have more inflammation, more itching. Now it's interesting because we think of cortisol more as part of the fight or flight mechanism. And it does help to fuel our ability to get away from danger or fight the danger by releasing stored sugar. But when the danger is over, cortisol gets converted into cortisone, and cortisone has a natural anti-inflammatory and anti-itch effect. So without enough cortisol in your system, because you're not making enough progesterone, because you're going through the change, you don't make enough cortisone. Not enough cortisone means you can't calm your itching skin down. So if you're feeling itchy and you're menopausal, you can blame menopause for your itchiness. Well, getting your hormones back into balance is key. First thing you need to do is balance your hypothalamus. I know, I'm always talking about the hypothalamus, but it's so very important because it's your hypothalamus. If it's out of balance, you're going to have a hard time getting the rest of your hormones back into balance. It's not enough just to take hormone replacement therapy, but it's not going to last. You're not going to have the same sense of wellness after 2 to 6 months. That's because the hypothalamus needs special nutrients to support it in order to balance out all your hormones, not just your ovarian hormones. Second, you need to get the rest of your hormones balanced. Bioidentical hormones can be a great option to get your estrogen and your progesterone levels up so that you have a little less itchiness. Now, most women will find their dryness disappears within 4 to 6 weeks of starting estrogen replacement, and the itchiness in turn disappears. You need progesterone if you're going to take estrogen. Yes, even if you've had a hysterectomy. That'll help to protect your cells from estrogen's growth promoting effect. Question always is, how much is enough? Enough is when your symptoms are better. No one really knows how much you made when you were feeling your best during your reproductive years. Nobody checks hormones when you're at your prime. We only start looking at you when you start complaining that things are going wrong and you're having symptoms, and that's when your hormones are not at their best. So treating symptoms and not blood levels is the key to getting your body back into balance for you. Now, sometimes it takes a little more in the beginning of using bioidentical hormones to get the symptoms under control. Then you can start dialing that dose back. Now, if you choose to support your hypothalamus nutritionally, and I like to use Genesis Gold because it is actually designed to support the hypothalamus, you'll be able to use much less bioidentical hormones. And you metabolize those hormones much more safely. Your skin, hair, nails, eyes, vagina are going to be much less dry and much less itchy. Now you can get more information about how Genesis Gold helps in menopause in the link below.